Happy New Year everyone, welcome back to my channel. I made rice and chicken stew for my family on 25th December, which was Christmas Day, and I thought to film and share the process. My name is Oge and you're welcome to my kitchen. Let's get started. This is my chicken sitting nicely inside the bowl, properly washed, and I've also gone ahead to cut the chicken into my preferred sizes. I want to season and marinate the chicken, and I've just gone in with my marinade, which is a combination of peppers, green peppers, spring onions, some herbs, and I'm also adding other spices. Feel free to always season with your favorite spices. Kindly check the description box below for the spices that I used in this video. After adding the spices, I proceeded to massage them properly into the chicken. I want to allow this rest for at least 1 hour, but you can leave it for as long as you want. The longer you allow the chicken to marinate, the more time the chicken has to soak up the spices. So if you can leave it overnight, that is totally fine. I covered the chicken with film before proceeding to transfer it inside my refrigerator. This is what I have after marinating the chicken for a few hours as opposed to the 1 hour I wanted to leave it for. I just decided to leave it for a longer period of time. But this is what it's looking like. This is well marinated, and I believe the chicken has soaked up a lot of the spices, and it's time to cook the chicken. I proceeded to transfer the well marinated chicken into my pot, and without adding any liquid, I cover the pot and allow it to cook for a few minutes. After about 5 minutes, it has released some stock. I proceeded to rinse out the bowl containing the marinade. I added the water into the chicken, gave that a quick stir, and I continued to cook. I'll cook this for about 10 minutes because this is soft chicken until it is properly cooked and ready to be fried. 10 to 15 minutes is okay to get this to be properly cooked. After about 15 minutes, I went back to check on it, and you can tell from the video that the chicken is properly cooked and ready to be fried. I'll drain out the chicken stock because I need it to prepare my stew before proceeding to fry the chicken until it is nice and ready. After separating the chicken from the stock, I added enough vegetable oil into my pan, allowed that to heat up before going in with the cooked chicken. I'll proceed to fry this until it is very dry. I want it very dry on the outside while the inside remains soft and moist. And I'll fry the chicken in batches because it's a lot and I can't fry everything in one go. It's very common for most Nigerian households to prepare rice on 25th December, which is Christmas Day. This is like a popular tradition amongst Nigerians. Some people might decide to prepare jollof rice, fried rice, rice and stew, dirty rice, but it all boils down to rice. Share with us in the comment section. Let me know if you ate something different apart from rice on Christmas Day. I'll really love to read your comments. I'm done frying my chicken and I want to prepare the stew. I used some of the oil I got from frying the chicken to fry the stew. I added the oil, added my chopped onions, let that fry for about 3 minutes before going in with some dry thyme and curry powder to build up flavors. This is the perfect time to build flavors. When making stew or stew base for any other recipe, I always encourage you add some of the other spices you're using and fry it together with your onions. After about 2 minutes, I went in with my tomato. I roasted my tomatoes before blending. I also roasted my peppers. This is a combination of different peppers. I have Scotch bonnet pepper, also known as atarodo. I have tatashi, local variant of red bell pepper, and I have shombo, which is cayenne pepper, I think. I roasted them properly before blending into a smooth puree. I love roasting my tomatoes and peppers for stew if I have the time. It gives the stew a bit of smokiness, and I love that for my stews and jollof base. You can always prepare your tomatoes and peppers for stew the traditional way if you don't have enough time to roast them. Whichever one you decide to do works just fine. While the stew is still frying, I went on to prepare my rice. I washed the rice multiple times until the water went from cloudy to clear. I already have a pot of boiling water. I'll proceed to transfer the rice and let that parboil for at least 5 minutes. 5 minutes later, this is what we have. I drained out the water from the rice, rewashed it and reintroduced it back into the pot. I love to season my boiled rice with some salt, but this is totally optional. And I also added a little bit of vegetable oil. This is to prevent the rice from boiling over once it starts cooking. I'll give that a gentle stir, cover, and I'll continue to cook. Back to the stew. You can tell that most of the water content in the tomatoes has dried up and is properly fried and ready to accept the rest of the ingredients and spices. You can tell that your tomato is properly dried when you see oil floating on top of it. For seasoning, I went in with a little bit of chicken seasoning. I also added seasoning cubes. I didn't add salt and any other seasoning because my chicken stock is well seasoned. So I decided to just go easy. During the course of preparing the stew, I added salt at some points to taste. After about 3 minutes of adding my seasoning, I went in with my chicken stock, gave that a good stir, and I continued to cook. If you're coming across this channel for the first time today, a warm welcome to you. My name is Oge, a Nigerian YouTuber. Thank you so much for clicking. Please do well to hit on the subscribe button. You're already here. Please subscribe, turn on post notification, leave me comments, share out my videos. Just do all the good stuff. Let's push out this channel to reach a lot of people. Please do well to just spread the word. Thank you. I added carrots to the rice and I gave that a good stir until properly incorporated. It's looking very nice and colorful. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. Back to the stew. The stew is coming on nicely and it smells amazing inside my kitchen. I gave the stew one quick stir before adding my fried chicken. This is the perfect time to add your chicken if you want to add it into your stew. Adding the chicken into the stew while still cooking tends to make the chicken and the stew more flavorful. But I know there are people that prefer to leave their chicken out and dry. They prefer to just cook their stew, and once they are ready to eat, they'll add the chicken. So people like to do it that way, which is totally fine. After about 5 to 8 minutes of cooking the stew on low heat, I present to you this delicious pot of chicken stew. This is properly cooked, it was prepared with so much love, and it's ready to be served. This meal, or should I say Christmas food, will not be complete without coleslaw. I prepared all the ingredients needed to make my coleslaw off camera, and what I have here is shredded cabbage, shredded carrots, and diced cucumber. Coleslaw with very few ingredients will always be a hit. I'm mixing everything together so they get to marry each other really well. This looks super colorful. We've come to the end of the video and I hope you enjoyed watching. Please like the video to get it to a wider reach. Share it out to your family and friends. Leave me your comments in the comments section, and please, if you haven't subscribed, click on the subscribe button to be a part of us. Thank you all for stopping by, and I would love to see you on my next one. Bye.